Oh my God. Wow, that's like one of the best pulls. That's one of the happiest pulls I've ever had in a year and a half playing this game. How the heck are you guys? I am Fastidious. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to give you my 3 biggest tips to being efficient at the start of a new Watcher of Realms account that you might not know. This really applies to even just day 1. If it takes you a little longer, maybe day 2 and 3 for some of these tips. But I think it's really key, really important stuff, and they're kind of things you might not know. There's a million tips I could give, but these are 3 things I always do on a new account, and I did just start a new account. My Fastidious account for the 3-to-play challenge. We have over 300 participants. It is going great. If you are curious what I accomplished in just 1 day, I will share that with you. I have no legendary heroes. It's all free to play. Obviously, I'll share that in the second half of the video. We'll do a little recap of my progress. But for the first half, I want to very quickly, and it is going to be quick, not just quick by my yappy standards, but I think pretty quick in general, because they're pretty self-explanatory once I tell them to you.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
So, tip number 1, get under the stamina cap. This is the stamina cap. You'll see it is restoring stamina for me currently because I am under. What do I mean by under? Well, there's the first number and then there's the second number. If you are at or over the second number, that's the maximum stamina you can have, you will not be earning any free stamina. So what do I mean by that? The game will passively restore stamina for you when you are under that maximum cap. This number starts pretty low and it gets higher and higher and higher. It gets all the way up to 280 stamina if you're free to play once you're, I think, level 60 or above, and it goes all the way up to 310 stamina. If you have this privilege card over here, you can see +3 max stamina, but you do not want to ever be over max stamina if you're trying to min-max and be efficient because the game's not going to give you free stamina. You can see this just ticked up 1. It went from 112 to 113. That's because every 3 minutes, you get 1 free stamina. So every hour, you get 20 stamina. Every 24 hours, aka every day, you get 480 stamina, right? You miss out on that if you are at or over the maximum. So stay under that cap. When you start, this is really hard. Every time you level up, you can see I'm on level 18 right now, you are going to get the stamina equal to your max stamina added. So you're going to perpetually feel like you are over, but really try to grind hard, be efficient, push through the campaign, do all the things you need to do on a new account to get under that cap. That brings me to tip number 2. Hold off for as long as possible to claim any bonus stamina they are giving you. So you can see over here, the idle rewards, I get 120 stamina for being on for 60 or more minutes, right? This eventually gets higher as you get deeper into the game, but when you're starting off, this is where you will be. If you're, grinding through it on a new account, day 1, day 2, day 3, and you haven't gotten under the stamina cap yet, and then you claim this and it pushes you over, you're like willfully entering a moment or a period of inefficiency. Boo. We don't like that. So even right now, I'm at 113 out of 121, so you can see 1 more minute till I get a free stamina. However, if I was to claim this, the restoration would end. The free restoration would end. It would put me up 120 to 233 out of 121. I'd be far above the maximum. I would then have to, grind some campaign or maybe XP raid or promotion raids to get back under. So don't make it any harder on yourself. They're going to throw so much stamina at you at the beginning of the game, which is great because you can play more. But if you want to grind hard, if you want to min-max, you really want to get under the cap as quickly as you can. There's another one that you can really easily avoid, and that is in your challenges. This is something you get on a new account. Constantly, they give you little bonuses where you get stamina. Level up heroes 500 times, stamina. Promote heroes 8 times, stamina. 9 times, stamina. 10 times, stamina, blah, 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 blah. They're throwing all this at you. You can see this is static. This is not going to expire after the day. So it's even easier to lay off than something like this. By the end of the day, you do have to claim your idle rewards, and you can't claim these individually. So once you click, you're getting all of it. So after 60 minutes, you should wait till you're under the cap or it's a good moment or whatever. But with this stuff, it will stay in your account forever if you don't claim it. So there's no reason to claim it until you actually need it. Why would you claim this if you're already at 300 out of 105 stamina? No, wait till you reach a point where you actually finally are under the stamina cap. Look, it just ticked up again, and then you do it. Stamina is the lifeblood of this game. If you're coming from another game, it might be called energy, or I don't know what else they call it. Maybe it's points, whatever. In this game, it is called stamina. This is how you enter all the content. This is how you do stuff. So they're giving it to you for free, 480 for free a day. You know, getting one every 3 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but over 60 minutes and then 24 hours, 24 periods of 60 minutes, it really does add up. So I'm telling you, do that and don't make your life harder. Do not claim any bonus stamina until you need to. I have reached the point where, you know, last night I was doing some grinding in the campaign after I logged off of my stream. I did grab a couple of these because I was under the stamina cap, but it's a long grind. If you do it in one day like I did, I think it takes, if you're going really fast, maybe like 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. If you're going a little slower, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, something like that. Like I said, some of you, it might take you a couple days, but those first 2 tips, please trust me on that. It's really, really important. The final thing, we kind of touched on it when we talked about these idle rewards. When it comes to daily things on a new account, you know, if you're like me on my main account, I'm on day 560 something, I am endgame. You know, day 560 is no different to me than 561. My account does not improve very rapidly. It is glacial. It's a very slow pace. However, a new account is a rushing river full of white water. That thing is moving fast. You are progressing by the hour. When you first start, by the minute, right? So there's no reason to do daily things in Watcher of Realms or really any gacha game until the end of the day or the end of your session for that day. You want to be as deep into your playthrough, as close to day reset when you do those daily things as possible, because they're going to be better. Let me give you a couple examples. I did my guild boss, right? I waited and I waited and I waited till the end of the day on day 1. It's already into day 2 now. And you'll see, because I waited, my score, actually, I was able to 1 ruin, so only 1 attempt, I maxed out easy. And then my second score, if we go to best records, I got 234. I actually got 229. I'll explain the 234 in a second. That's a bonus tip I have at the end of the video. Even some like veteran 500A plus players will not know this tip. It's a good tip. Stay tuned. But yeah, I won ruined easy, and I won ruined common or normal. And that was only possible because I put it off to the end of my grind session when I was infinitely stronger and I had better heroes and promotions and levels and everything, right? Another great example, this one's even easier to do. With your shop, the shop refreshes every hour. You can see it actually just happened 4 minutes ago for me. So I can claim all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Actually, before I do, let me talk you through it. You can see my shop might look better than some of your shops and way worse than some of your shops if you've been playing more than a day or two. But when you first start, your shop doesn't look like this. You know, you can't get right side gear in the shop like this occult shield here. Not that I want to buy it, but I'll buy it for the thing. Or the twisted blade that I instinctually bought. I actually had a gold insignia earlier. You unlock those things as you progress further into the game, so the quality of your shop gets better and better. You should still buy out the shop with anything you want with your hourly refreshes. However, you get a handful of free refreshes and then very, very cheap refreshes for gold that everyone should do. Don't spam your refreshes until later in the day, as late as possible when your account is at its strongest. The quality of stuff in here corresponds to how far you've pushed in promotion rates, how far you've pushed in gear rates, how far you've pushed in campaign. So absolutely hold off on doing that until the very end. I did it right before reset and I got some juicy stuff. You know, I got a lot of right side gear. I got a couple gold and purple promotion insignias. The longer you wait, the better it will be. All right, those are my 3 tips. Before I do the recap, I do want to tell you the tip, the little thing that even some of you vets might not know. So if any of you veterans made it later into the video, you might not know this too. Basically, you get 2 runes a day, right? You get 2 of these automatically. Occasionally, there'll be a daily login reward where you get another one for free, or you can buy one for 200 diamonds, but most people won't do that unless they're at, a mid-game portion where maybe they need to buy a second to max out and get the 50K chest. That's not the point of this video. Anyone that ever has an extra and you have no place to use it. So what do I mean by that? Yesterday, I did a 1 rune on easy, and I did 1 rune on normal. I maxed out both. I got over 200 and I got over 220. So there was no reason for me to use that other rune. If I didn't find a way to use it, I was at 1 out of 2. At reset, I just go back up to 2 out of 2, not 3 out of 2. So effectively, I would have wasted a rune. I got a bonus rune, as all you guys will, from your storyline. I think it was chapter 2 or 3. They tell you, go fight the guild boss. Here's a rune. The quest before it gives you a rune, and then it says, go fight the guild boss. So I had an extra, and I didn't want to waste it. If you start a guild boss run before reset, you start it before in-game reset, day reset, and you let that battle continue over the reset period, the rune will be consumed, but the score will count for the next day. Does So that's what I did. I started a run. For me, resets at 1 a.m. I started a run at about 12:56 a.m. I let it go really slow. I paused it at 12:59. And then once it hit 1, I pushed it. So I finished the run at like 1:02 a.m. And actually, I got a 1 rune for normal. So my original best normal score yesterday, which I'd done only a few minutes before, was 229. Moved some gear around. Maybe 30 minutes later, I went back in. I got 234, and I got it for free because this would have been wasted, right? So 3 to play Flash here in my guild is a lot stronger, and he got this big thing. That's overkill. I only needed 220. I got it. Now, both my runes stay I can use if I need to, if this opens up. I can do 1 on easy and then maybe 1 on hard. Or I'll do the same thing again. I'll do another carryover rune for tomorrow. You know, if my guild does not unlock hard by beating normal, I think we will. You can see most people have not done their attacks. I'm pretty sure we will. But if we didn't, I could just do it again. I could do my 1 rune on easy to max this out if I choose to do that. Maybe I'll just do 2 on hard. It depends. See how my guild's progress goes. I can do the 1 on easy. I already maxed out normal with my free 1 from yesterday, and I could do the same thing. So right before reset, I set 1 up on normal, roll it into tomorrow. Kind of long-winded, but it is a cool tip, and I think a lot of people don't know that. All right, so if you clicked for the recap of my account, let's do that now. So for full disclosure, we're like exactly 12 hours into day 2, but I haven't played at all today besides farming. So when I say farming, it's just doing stuff to keep me under the stamina cap. I haven't pushed any content. I just did my promotion raids, some mages, because you're going to see I pulled a really good mage. I still haven't done any legendaries, but I pulled a really good epic mage, so I wanted to get her 5 stars. Maybe we'll do that in the video. You can see that over here. I've just been farming this, and then also a little XP raid, because that's an efficient thing to do. I mean, I'm not min-maxing it because I'm not at the highest levels, but it's better that than farm some gear raid where I'm going to get crap gear that I'm going to sell in a day anyway. So aside from that, all the progress you're going to see was done before reset last night. I promise. I was streaming for 10.5 hours yesterday. Afterwards, I watched some TV with my girlfriend, and I was still playing. So I pushed campaign a little bit. I pushed gear raids a little bit. I try not to do too much because I'm saving it for the stream today. But yeah, let me take you through. Let me show you around the place. So campaign, I can definitely push higher, and we're going to in the stream. That's about to happen right after I finish filming. I made it to 6 through 614. We've maxed all this stuff out. Things are going pretty good. Actually, you guys probably only care about heroes. Before I click on this, I'll tell you, I've got a couple good ones, but one of them, I hinted towards it, is an epic mage that is really special to me because I've never used her before. It took me over 17,000 summons to get her on my main account. I got her here already. Let me show you the clip. All right, ready? Shall we go? All right, epic. Come on, baby. Someone in chat, Sam Madness just got a vortex. I would love a vortex. Come on. Oh my God. Wow, that's like one of the best pulls. That's one of the happiest pulls I've ever had in a year and a half playing this game. So yeah, pretty fucking unbelievable, my language. It took me 17,225 summons to get Iona on my main account that I've been playing for over a year and a half. It took me 45, that is correct, 45 summons to get Iona this time. I mean, I'll prove it to you. If you don't believe me, you can see 52 summons, and I got her 7 summons ago. It's remarkable. There you go. There's Iona. It's insane. Or maybe 8 summons ago. So it's actually 40. No, it's 45. Yeah. 45 freaking summons. It's unbelievable. So I still need to get my legendary. For anyone who doesn't know, you saw I was at 52 summons. You're guaranteed a legendary at 60. So I haven't done any more summons because I was waiting for this Scylla and Virna banner to come up. I think I'm off to a really good start, but I know some people like War Guides already hit 3 freaking legendaries on this banner, including Silas and Virna. So it's going to be really hard to keep up with some of these people. He got Silas, Virna, and Comet. So you can go check out War Guide stuff for that. Some other people, I know many people yesterday were telling me they pulled Hot Sit. So I still need to get a couple big legendaries, but we're off to a good start. We got Iona. I actually can. Oh, I still need these things, the extracts. So hopefully those start dropping. I'm not going to farm for them now. I will wait until I'm a little higher in the promotion range, which I think I'll probably max out all of them except for melee attack by the end of today or tomorrow. We got her. She's my only 5-star. Then we got Idril at 4 stars. Lightlock. I've pulled only Watchguard epics. There's one other epic I pulled who was Voroth, who I sold out of spite because I hate Voroth. But yeah, I pulled 5 epics so far in 52, kind of spot on the rates, just less than 1 every 10. We did a little investment in Voltus, and then we just have our nice rares that I've kept at 3 stars. So try not to this is if you want another tip. I really think don't overbuild anything. I'm only right now significantly building heroes like Iona that I know are going to be with me for the long haul. You want to see gear? I unlocked right side gear. Nothing too special. Couple purple pieces, but nothing crazy. But it does just make a big difference having any right side gear on your heroes. I did get this starter set. You get this from the Volca missions. This is pretty good. And aside from that, yeah, you can see all my other left side gear. It's fine. I'm already going to have to do a mini cleanse because a lot of this stuff sucks. Let's go into the content. For promotion raids, I haven't pushed these as high as I can. Some of them, like Marksman, I could probably get 10, maybe not 11. You guys probably don't care, so I'll just go really fast. I can't get 11 right now. It's kind of hard. I'll probably have to 5-star Voltus, or what I'm hoping is I pull someone today. Let's go to Endurance. This I can push much harder. I just haven't needed any gold insignia, so I stopped at 6. And Melee is always the hardest because you start with like no fighters. And yeah, I'm using Borit and Rex. That's all I've really got, and Narvi. So I haven't even tried here. I got to 6 again. This is where you can farm your purple ones, which you can't do again until Extreme 1. Max efficiency purple insignia farming is at stage 6 until you've unlocked Extreme 1. After that, it's all gold. So you're just kind of stuck. So that's what I did for Melee and Endurance. It is fine. For XP raid, I'm where I am, stage 5. I've done a decent amount of farming here. Not much, but, just when I need to get under the cap, like very soon, in 9 minutes or whatever, 8 minutes. So you can always check there by clicking on it, by the way. That's fine. It's just the one you unlock in Chapter 6. I would like to get to Stage 7, which would be clearing the one in Chapter 8. Weird how the numbers don't line up, but that's how it works. Gear Raid 1, I pushed the farthest. I haven't tried since I 5-starred Iona, so I think I could get Stage 10, but I don't think I could get much higher. We got to Stage 9. I got to Stage 4. I actually just stopped here. I could probably go a little farther. But at some point, I'm going to have to 5-star a tank, so I'm hoping I pull something today, like a Baron or an Olag would be amazing. I got to Stage 4. Stage 3, I really didn't push at all. We're at Stage 5. We could probably get a little higher. But yeah, there you go. That was my day's progress. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you're wondering about the Volca missions, you do get capped here. You can't do this until day 2 because you can't do Tide 4, 5, and 6 until day 2. So I got stuck in the middle, or actually towards the end of Chapter 5. I'm going to go stream now and keep pushing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Fastidious. I hope these tips helped. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Share with your mother. I'll see you real soon. Bye!
Fastidious.
Oh boy, he's tired.